Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me for dinner. So here's the deal. This restaurant, ridiculously hard to get into. Lucky for us, today's video sponsor, the National Pork Board, hooked it up. Since we're here, I thought, hey, why not take the opportunity to talk a little bit about dining etiquette? Because here's the deal. You are going to be going out with all these sassy, super spicy senoritas, right? Or invited to events and places where you can't look like a savage. And so today, gentlemen, I'm going to help you eat like a gentleman. So before we place our order, I thought I'd go over a few little ground rules in terms of pre-dining etiquette prep. All right. Few things you need to know. If you're going out to a restaurant, it's a good idea to call ahead to see if they actually will take reservations, because nothing is worse than showing up with that spicy senorita, getting to the maitre d' and being like, yo, I'd like to eat here, and he's like, yo, do you have reservations? Cash. A gentleman always brings a few bucks with him, even if he's paying for the meal with a card with him, just in case there is valet parking, because you don't want to be in a position like I have been in before, where I'm all like super trying to impress spicy senorita pants, and at the end of the night I go to get my car and I'm like, excuse me, do you have a few bucks? Not good. Now, if you're going over to somebody's house for dinner, I would always recommend bringing a gift. A nice bottle of wine is always appropriate and appreciated. So now you're at dinner. The next thing I want you to do is take your phone, turn it on silent, and put it away. One of the biggest mistakes I see in today's society is dudes that should be gentlemen having their phone on the table while they dine. Gentlemen, this is not only incredibly distracting, it's rude and it makes you look a little bit trashy or clueless, which you are neither. Gentlemen, put that phone away. And while you're doing it, the next rule is to take the napkin, open it up, and place it across your lap. Gentlemen never have their elbows resting on the table, even though it's comfortable, even though you're like, yo, where am I going to put them? Really, the answer is hands in your lap. This is the way you should sit. You hungry? I'm starving. Where the hell is the waiter? Sir, hey, did you see what I did there? Exactly, I was being rude. A gentleman never yells or snaps or says, hey, to get the waiter's attention. Gentlemen, welcome to Chez Alpha. My name is Rodrigo, and it is a pleasure to serve you. Can I start you off with a beverage? I'm good with tap water, right? You good? All right, no thanks. Would you gentlemen care for a salad? I didn't come here to eat a salad, did you? Are you good on the salad? All right, what about entrees? What do you recommend? Are there any like chef specials or anything delicious? The pork tenderloin medallions are to die for. Pork tenderloin is lightly seasoned with pink Himalayan sea salt and cracked black pepper. It is grilled to a perfect internal temperature of 145. The tenderloin is then paired with a steamed sweet potato and a barley green bean hash. God, that sounds delicious! Sold. We'll take two. Very good choice, sir. While I get this in, why don't you tell him a little bit more about why pork is so amazing. If you are not currently eating pork in your weekly or daily diet, you are totally missing out on an incredibly moist, delicious, lean, and most importantly, nutritious protein source. Pork is packed full of incredible vitamins and nutrients, including thiamine, vitamin B6, phosphorus, and niacin. One of the reasons that I love pork so much and incorporate it in my weekly diet is not only is it delicious and nutritious, it is super lean and packed with protein. Pork tenderloin only has 122 calories per 3 ounces and contains 22 grams of power-packed protein per serving. Something you probably didn't know is that pork tenderloin is leaner than chicken breast per serving with 2.98 grams of fat. Chicken breast, 3.03 grams of fat. Something else you probably didn't know about pork is that it is most delicious when cooked to an internal temperature of 145 degrees. It's moist, it's tender, it's delicious, and it is incredible. If you are not eating pork or incorporating it into your diet or healthy lifestyle, you are totally missing out on an incredibly power-packed protein source that is not only nutritious, it is delicious. Guys, there's a link down below, pork.org/cooking, to learn more. So now let's talk about the layout of your place setting. That is the next thing I want you to pay attention to. When you sit down, place your napkin on your lap. I want you to survey the scene to see what you're working with. I would like to now show you a casual place setting. This is going to be a pretty typical place setting. All right, now let's just run through this. You've got your forks on the left, you've got the knife, you've also got your soup spoon on the right. All right, you've got your main dinner plate, and then you've got your salad plate on top of that. This little plate over here, that is bread. This glass is water. Outside is wine. All right, now, the next thing you need to pay attention to is which utensil to use when. And typically, the way that it works, you're going to work from the outside in. All right, this fork, the smaller one, is your salad fork. So you use it when you're finished. Put it on your plate, and the server will remove the fork along with that plate. Soup spoon is right here. If you're not going to be having soup, they oftentimes will remove this as well. Utensils closest to the plate are typically going to be the utensils you use for the meal. Oftentimes, they will remove this knife and replace it with something a little more substantial. Just kidding. Pork is super tender, so you don't need this. We're going to be using this. Now, gentlemen, it is finally time to eat. Now, I know that you want to just dig right in, right? Well, here's the deal. You gotta wait. A gentleman waits for everybody at the table to be served before he actually starts eating. I'll assume everybody at the table has their food. Then what I want you to do is pick up both utensils. All right, what I do not want you to do is sit there and cut up all of your food at once. A gentleman cuts one bite of his delicious pork at a time with his left hand. Now let me show you how to properly utilize your fork and knife to eat like a gentleman. What you're supposed to do is hold your fork in your left hand upside down. Your knife, you're holding it like this, and then you are holding and securing the piece of meat with your fork and cutting with your right. I'm telling you. Ridiculous! So what I want you to do is practice eating with the two utensils like this. It takes a little bit of practice, but it's not that difficult. And honestly, this is the most efficient way to cut and eat and utilize your utensils. But I know that it's not something that a lot of us were taught. I personally was taught to eat like a savage. So with meat, you are cutting one bite at a time. If you want to combine something, throw a little bit of, yeah, exactly, sweet potato on that bad boy, boom, just like that. Now, if you are going to eat like rice or something that's a little bit more difficult, it's really tough to sort of try and get it on that fork without having it roll off. And so personally, when I'm eating rice, I will actually switch and go like that. Another basic dining etiquette is do not belch at the table. Also, do not start trying to pick and suck your teeth, all right? Wait until after, excuse yourself, go get a toothpick. But do not use a toothpick at the table. When you're finished eating, what I want you to do is set your fork and your knife on the plate. Utensils on the plate lets the server know that you're ready for them to take away your plate. Now, when it comes to dessert, if you don't have a dessert spoon or fork on the table already, typically what's going to happen is the server, when they bring dessert, they will bring utensils for everybody. So there is no need to actually save your spoon or your fork. All right, let them take them. Slow down. It is not or should not be a race to finish your food. Guys, take it easy. Slow down. This is one of the big mistakes I see a lot of guys making, even myself. I find myself just getting down and I'm all excited, I'm all hungry, and I eat really fast. You want to take your time, enjoy, savor the moment, the opportunity, and the meal with whomever you're with. Something else I want you to remember is always say please and thank you to that handsome server. One of the ways you say thank you is by leaving an appropriate tip. In my opinion, 20% is the standard tip. Now, if they went above and beyond, maybe go a little up. If they were totally crappy, maybe go down to 15. But anything less than 15 makes you look like a cheap ass. Something else I want to talk about is paying. All right, so if you're on a date, if you ask somebody to go to dinner, in my opinion, a gentleman always pays. But what if you're out with a group of people? That's where it kind of gets awkward at times. What I recommend, if it's not discussed ahead of time, like, hey, separate checks, then just offer to split the bill. Honestly, that's kind of like the easiest thing. So if your bill's $100, even if their appetizer was a little more expensive or your drink was a little more expensive, I think the classiest and most gentlemanly thing to do is just say, let's split the bill. Breaking out your phone and trying to calculate to the penny who owes what, I think you could, but in my opinion and experience, it just gets weird at that point. And so I think a better option is just to split the bill. If you're with one couple, split it half and half. If you're with two couples, split it in thirds. Like, in my opinion, that is the easiest way to go. And most restaurants or servers have no problem actually just splitting it. You each then will tip. Now, like I said, I think tipping is one of those things that does set you apart from other people. If you can't afford to leave a tip, then you probably shouldn't go out to eat. And that, gentlemen, is a wrap. I'm going to leave this with you. I would like to thank you so much for coming in and dining with us at Chez Alpha. If you enjoyed your meal, make sure to drop one of these to be like, yo, Alpha, this was weird as hell, but I dig it. Now that I know I'm not going to be eating like a savage and more like a gentleman. Thanks to the National Pork Board for sponsoring this video.